In a landmark 6-3 ruling, the US Supreme Court has just sided with parents, allowing them to opt out their children from LGBTQ plus content that conflicts with their religious beliefs. Daniel Brisbane has our report.
In a moment that millions of parents across the nation have been praying for, the United States Supreme Court just delivered a ruling that will echo through generations. In a 6-3 decision, the court has affirmed what so many families have fought for: the right to protect their children from ideological indoctrination in public schools, specifically content that contradicts their deeply held religious beliefs. For years, parents were forced to either accept the teaching of controversial gender and sexuality material to their young children or face impossible alternatives like expensive private schooling or homeschooling. Now, the highest court in the land says loud and clear, parents have rights, and those rights don't end at the schoolhouse door. This case didn't come from just one parent or one religion. It came from a coalition of families from different faiths, Christian, Muslim, Jewish, united by a single principle: their right to guide the moral and spiritual development of their children. These parents were part of a school district that previously gave families advance notice when classroom books contained themes that could conflict with their religious convictions. But once many parents began exercising their opt-out rights, the school board silently removed the policy, cutting parents out of the process completely. That's when these courageous families stood up and said, "Enough." They took their fight to the courts, and now they've won a preliminary but powerful legal victory. Writing for the majority, Justice Samuel Alito laid out what every common-sense American already knows: forcing families to choose between their convictions and their child's schooling is not freedom. It's coercion. Without notice, parents are left with a harsh choice: either risk their child's exposure to burdensome instruction or pay substantial sums for alternative education, wrote Alito. With this ruling, the court issued a preliminary injunction that forces the school district to resume notifying parents about materials that could conflict with their beliefs. While the full case continues, this means that parents can once again excuse their children from such content, a huge step in the right direction. This isn't just a win in the courtroom, it's a reaffirmation that public education must respect the Constitution, not rewrite it. Not everyone on the court agreed. Justices Sotomayor, Kagan, and Jackson dissented, arguing that allowing parents to opt out threatens the essence of public education. In her dissent, Justice Sotomayor claimed that public school isn't about promoting any one faith, but exposing children to a full range of ideas that reflect our society. But here's the problem: exposure becomes indoctrination when there's no choice. When a family is forced, under threat of penalty or exclusion, to accept teachings that violate their most sacred beliefs, we are no longer talking about education. We are talking about compelled ideology. Thankfully, the majority of the court recognized this and stood with the people. This ruling sends a powerful and urgent message: the state does not own your children. For too long, bureaucrats and ideological activists have treated public schools like political laboratories, testing social experiments on children while keeping parents in the dark. This decision begins to reverse that trend. Now, thanks to this ruling, families across the country can fight back with precedent on their side. Parents are not just observers in their child's education. They are primary moral guides, and the Constitution protects that role. Whether you're Christian, Jewish, Muslim, or of any faith, or even just a parent who believes in age-appropriate learning, this is your victory. This ruling is a turning point, but it's not the final battle. Activists will push back. School boards will look for loopholes. Politicians and media will try to twist the meaning of the ruling. But truth is louder now, because the court has spoken. Parental rights matter. Religious liberty matters, and you don't have to surrender your values to send your child to school. This is a call to every parent in America. Be bold, be informed, and don't back down. The Constitution is on your side.
This epic decision is not just a legal win. It is a cultural and spiritual milestone. It proves that truth, when defended with courage, can still prevail in this country. This is what it looks like when the people push back, and the system is forced to listen. Let this be a reminder: your voice matters. Your role as a parent matters. Your faith matters. And today, thanks to the courage of everyday families and a constitution that still stands, freedom won.